So as you may know, the year has ended, and I've pretty much exhausted all the list videos of 2014 my brain can muster. So what do you say we move on to 2015 and talk about some games that are going to be released then? Now, I will probably not get into any games that are not being developed by Nintendo because frankly, I do not care about them. Oh look, Evolve. Better evolved into an overhyped mess that no one will care about in a few months. Games such as Evolve, No Man's Skies, and other titles don't excite me quite as much as Nintendo titles do. These titles I'm about to talk about feel fresh and exhilarating. So without further ado, let's dive into the illustrious world of 2015 games that are made by Nintendo. Number 10. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. So this is the first major game that will release on the Wii U in 2015, and the whole game seems interesting to say the least. The clay art style honestly looked odd at first, and the gameplay did not look that entertaining. From the perspective of somebody who never played the previous title, The Canvas Curse, the game did not interest me at first. However, after seeing more gameplay and amiibo usage, the game began to pique my curiosity. I'm not a fan of gamepad-centric games, but the idea of playing this game with friends and using amiibo seems fun. Plus, some of the story and cutscenes has that Kirby charm that I love, but I guess I'm just curious how it will play and how the level variety and music are. Number 9. Mario Maker. I honestly don't have much to say about this one. The thought of playing user-created Mario levels on my Wii U and creating my own Mario levels is intriguing, and the way you can change visual styles, physics, and how enemies perform is appealing. However, I'm concerned with a couple things: the price and the amount of content in the game. As it stands, you can only create levels in the game, which at a $50 or $60 or $40 price tag seems like not much of a good deal for consumers. Don't get me wrong, I have always wanted to do this, especially legally on the Wii U, but I am kind of hoping for more content in the game. Perhaps then it would be too similar to Mario Paint, but then at least the game would have more content to justify purchasing it. But knowing me, I will probably buy it anyways. Number 8. Mario Party 10. When I saw this title at E3, I honestly was a bit confused. I did not know what to think. I was a bit worried by the unpopular car captain mechanic returning from Mario Party 9. Nevertheless, the game looked visually great at the bits Nintendo showed at E3, and some of the new aspects seemed innovative and unique. The new Bowser Party mode, where one player takes control of Bowser to mess with the other players by using the gamepad, is actually fun. Speaking from somebody who actually played the game at E3, you jealous? The Bowser mechanic is something that I'm surprised was not thought of before. Messing around with your opponents has never been more entertaining in the Mario Party series. Despite all this enjoyment I had out of it, the little information Nintendo has announced for it is kind of concerning, as I feel like this game may get tiresome after a short while with what was shown. Since I have played a lot of Mario Party 9, I feel like perhaps I will not enjoy the game as much as somebody without Mario Party 9 experience would, but I'm sure I will still buy it. After all, I did give my wallet to Reggie. Number 7. Codename Steam. Now here's a title I think not many people were that interested in during E3. The day it was released during a media conference, one such person described the scene as, "You could feel the hype flee the room almost instantaneously." However, I was quite hyped for the game. I was always a huge fan of intelligent systems due to my adoration of the Fire Emblem, Paper Mario, and Advance Wars series. So when it was announced that they were creating a new IP that had gameplay similar to Valkyrie Chronicles, I was actually excited. Sure, the idea of President Lincoln creating a squadron of superheroes to fend the world from aliens seems far-fetched and really strange, but the thought of a new IP was fascinating, and from the gameplay I have seen, it looks unique and interesting. Now, if I were able to play as Lincoln, I would buy this game over and over. Number 6. Star Fox U. So we basically know nothing about this game, yet I am still excited for it. Heck, it could be like Star Fox temperatures, and yet I would still believe this project has promise. I entrust that Miyamoto and Nintendo know that the community wants a real Star Fox game that is just an on-rails shooter, and I have faith they will deliver on it. Honestly though, I really think those two projects Miyamoto was showing off at E3 may just be integrated in Star Fox U in some manner. Now, I can't prove it, but I have a hunch that those two concepts may be in the game. Regardless, the very thought of an HD Star Fox game makes me hyped. See, I think my excitement comes mostly from not knowing what the game is. I am just really hyped to see it, to pre-order it, and to play it. Number 5. The Legend of Zelda U. Hey look, another game we have no clue what it's about. I mean, we all can assume that the game will have our intrepid hero Link going through some dungeons, then saving a princess and beating a final boss that could be Ganondorf, but you never know with Nintendo. From what was shown at E3 and at the Game Awards, this game looks stunning and massive. I can see myself exploring the game for hours to find every possible secret in that land, whether it be Hyrule or just some new place. Plus, the new opponent mechanics and the new style of gameplay fascinates me. I have no clue how this game plays or how you progress, and that excites me. I don't really want to know, frankly. I want to be surprised when I download the game at midnight and explore the world for myself. My only fear is that from what was shown, some of the textures look mediocre and some segments seem empty, which is something I hope will be improved on when the final build is released. Number 4. Yoshi's Woolly World. Now here's something I'm genuinely hyped for. Something about this game has made me very excited. However, I just don't know what it is. It could be the concept with the yarn, or perhaps that it's just another Yoshi game. Either way, I'm personally excited for this game. When I played the demo at E3 with some random person, I discovered that this game is an amazing co-op adventure. I'm looking forward to playing it with my friends, as this seems to be one of the only local co-op platformers out there at the moment in 2015. Number 3. Majora's Mask 3D. I have predicted this game would be announced 7 times now. There were so many hints and denials that somehow I knew Majora's Mask would be getting remade on the 3DS. Regardless, when it was announced in a Nintendo Direct, I went to Twitter and spammed tweets expressing my excitement. I don't care about how the game is remade or the innovations it will have on the 3DS. Simply having it on a portable system and gyro controls would make Majora's Mask a more wonderful experience than it already is. I can't wait to hear that euphoric Clocktown theme on my 3DS, and knowing I can explore Termina, my favorite Zelda land, at any time, anywhere makes me joyful. Plus, the game comes out in February, which gives me something to look forward to almost immediately in 2015. I cannot wait to meet with a terrible fate. Number 2. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Now honestly, I had no clue what Xenoblade Chronicles was until Chugga Conroy Let's Play the game in June. As soon as I saw the first episode, I knew I just had to play this game. And as I continued to watch the playthrough, I became attached to the characters. And after I became fully engrossed in the world of Bionis and Mechonis, I re-evaluated Xenoblade Chronicles X from E3 and researched all I could find on it. I don't remember the last time I was so hyped for a game I knew nothing about. Sure, I would have preferred a character that was not a personal avatar, but the rumors of online co-op make me forget these gripes. Plus, the return of the Napon make me genuinely happy, and the world Nintendo has shown off so far looks enormous. I can see myself just exploring the world for hours, questing my life away. Number 1! Splatoon. So obviously Splatoon would be number 1. I mean, it is reminiscent of Super Mario Sunshine in a way, which is one of my favorite games of all time, and the whole idea of new Nintendo IPs fascinates me. Additionally, by being at E3, I was able to try out this new game, and let me say, I spent the most time playing it. This is probably the best multiplayer experience I have ever had. The concept of covering paint on the ground for points and control is ingenious, and there is a lot of depth to the different ways you can go about covering the ground with your color paint. In addition, the controls are amazing. Everything feels natural. The game is visually impressive, and the art style is beautiful. This game also seems to have a lot of content packed into it. The different modes like multiplayer battling and perhaps some single player intrigue me. Also, the idea of creating a team of Splatoon players and learning to work together has excited me for its release. I can't explain it, but I feel like this is a game I can play for hours and hours upon end with friends and random people. If Nintendo plays their cards right with the online for this game, I foresee it being a classic that may not only interest me and other Nintendo nerds, but other more hardcore gamers. And thus concludes my list with the top 10 upcoming Nintendo games of 2015. And if you disagree with my choices, let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to see what games you're hyped for this year. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to never miss one of my newer videos. And on a more personal note, I'd like to thank you all for 1,000 subscribers, and I'm looking forward to bringing you more content in 2015. And as always, thank you so much for watching and take care. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.